You gonna make her lip? Are you live? You're live.
All right, here we are, Wildcats. Second game of the day. An away game here in Chisago Lakes, non-conference game. Let's go, Cats. What's the mascot for Chisago Lakes?
I think they're a Wildcat.
Oh no.
Yep.
All right.
Wildcats versus Wildcats.
We'll just call him Chisago then. Chisago tries to get it through the neutral zone, stopped by Thomas. Now Plager steals it and gets it up ahead to Karzia. Karzia is going to skate it in. Karzia with a shot. Glove save off the side. Here comes Chisago the other way. Their pass goes to no one in the neutral zone. Duth comes up, passes that off the boards to Umlin. He's got a little bit of a rush, tries to get over the middle of the lock, right in front of him. Can't quite get through that, but Umlin gets it back. Back to Swanson. His shot knocked off by Chisago, coming back the other way. They make a move, 3-on-1. Shot off the crossbar. And that shot's wide. Chisago holding it in. Well, they're able to get it in close, but can't get a shot off there. Back to the point. Send it into the middle there. Locke able to get that out, so that's going to be an offside. Wildcats coming off a win this morning. Final score was
8-4.
8-4.
We're old now. That's one of those questions that shows up on our.
Abraham with the face-off. Chisago wins that, but Locke's able to knock it away. Chisago wraps it around the boards. Swanson slowed him down. Chisago dumped it in. Thomas now has it. Gets it up the boards to Locke. Locke sends that up. Chisago coming the other way. Abraham along the boards. Pressure. Now Plager. Chisago able to hold it in though. Centering pass. Gets right into the slot. Wide open shot to the slot, and he's able to put that in the back of the net. So that puts Chisago on the board first. 12 minutes left of the first period. Chisago 1, Wildcats 0. Umlin, Martinson, and Barcinella here. Wins it back to Duth. Duth up to Barcinella. Quick pass to Umlin. Umlin makes a rush. Shot off the pads. Rebound along the walls. Held in by Duth. Duth with a backhand. He gets down by the net. Now Martinson plays behind the net. Oh, nice pass to Umlin. Umlin's shot just goes to the side of the crease. Here's Savage. The shot hits the front of the goalie, bounces up over his shoulder into the net. Quick comeback for the Cats. Savage playing D right now, but made a rush. Gets a goal, unassisted, I believe. 11:26. We're tied. Abraham with the face-off. Chisago is going to control it. They're going to dump and chase. Duth gets there first. Gets it to Young, who makes a cross-ice pass to Karzia. He's going to get it into the zone with some speed. His drop pass to Savage misses by a hair, but Young's able to hold it in, wrap it around. Now Karzia tries to center it from behind the net, gets it back, pushed off by Chisago. They want to get it out, but Wildcats hold it in. That bouncing puck gets by Thomas. We got a one-on-one. Plager defending. Plager knocks it off. Now Abraham with the back check. Chisago tries to center it, but Thomas is there to grab the puck. His pass to Karzia does not get through. Chisago holds it in. Now Abraham up the boards to Young. Young's going to flip that up. That's going to be icing. And we'll have a play or a face-off in the Eagan zone. Umlin, Swanson, and Locke. Plager and Thomas. Umlin with the face-off. Umlin coming off his hat trick earlier today. Stick should be all warmed up. Wins it back to Plager. Plager gets hard against the wall, no call. Thomas with a nice pass up to Swanson. He hands it off to Umlin. Umlin with a shot. Bounces high off the goalie's pads, straight down on the right on the line, and then I think Umlin was able to get his own rebound and put it back in. So the Cats are up 2-1, 9:58 left in the first period. Umlin with the face-off. Wins it to himself. Backhands it down deep into the corner. Cats are going to chase. Duth can't quite hold that in offside, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Chisago wins that face-off. Trying to get it through the neutral zone. Savage able to hold that. Sending Chisago back to regroup. Nice poke check by Savage. Chisago with a hard shot. Saved by Stokes. Their pass back to the point gets through, so no icing there. Locke's gonna get a change. Barcelona's gonna come up though and pressure. And between Duth and Abraham, they hold it in. Abraham with a pass back to the point, stolen. Chisago is going to get their turn to dump for an ice and a line change. 9 minutes left in the first period. Face off in Chisago zone. Abraham's going to take this one. He's got Martinson and Barcelona. Thomas and Plager, man in the blue line. Chisago controls it for the moment, but having trouble getting it out. Good pressure by the Cats. Plager is able to get that shot back in deep into the corner. Barcelona rushing over to help. Now Martinson ends up with Thomas getting a shot out of the point. That goes wide left. Cats quick to the puck, though. Chisago's trying to get it out. They're going to wrap it around, see if they can find some space. Got a delayed penalty on the Cats, it looks like. Chisago trying to get a shot out of that. Back to the point. That shot off the goalie's stick. Chisago holds it in. We need a touch. Pass to the center. Finally the whistle. And Abraham to the box. So the Cats will be on the penalty kill for a minute 30 with 8:04 left in the first period. Karsnia, Duth, Savage, and Young will be the penalty killers. Karsnia with the face-off. Back out into the neutral zone. Chisago tries to hard shot from the neutral zone, slap shot. Easy save for Stokes, though. Young flips it back, hands it up the board. Chisago able to hold it in, though. Now Savage tries to flip it out. High stick will be called. It's a good flip by Savage. That'll get us a face-off in the Chisago zone. Karsnian will take the face-off. Wins it back, but Chisago there to take it. So they've got a little bit of a rush. They get slipped through the D there. Good back check by Savage. Lifted the stick there, preventing the shot. Chisago tries a wraparound. Puck is loose in front of the net. Knocked back by Duth. Duth gets knocked down. Chisago can't hold it at the point. They have to regroup. Walk through. That is saved. Chisago making a few moves, making our D-men work here.
Need to find some energy.
Yeah, it is our second game of the day. We got some lunch digesting. Let's see if we can pick up some energy here. 35 seconds left on the penalty kill. Thomas tries to send it out. Deflected. It's going to get through, though. Umlin with the pressure. Chisago tries to send it back in, but Swanson there. And he's going to dump it down deep. That's going to kill some more time. 18 seconds left on the penalty play. Good work by Swanson behind the net. He's got the puck back. He had Thomas at the point. Didn't have his head up to see him. Finally gets it back to Thomas. Thomas gets a hard shot. Stays low but wide. Chisago gets that out. Egan's now at full strength. Thomas is going to escape that into the zone. He gets a hard shot. Rebound opportunity there for a second, but goalie covered that up. So Cats at full strength. Abraham with the face-off. Barcelona to his left, Martinson to his right. Savage and Duth manning the blue line. Savage with a pinch, able to hold and slow down Chisago. They got to go backwards and regroup. Abraham able to poke that away, creating an offside situation. Abraham wins it back to Savage. Savage over to Duth. Duth up the boards. Back to Duth. Duth sends it over to Martinson on the far side. He's going to skate it in. He's got a little space. His hard shot off the goalie's pads. Abraham gets it back to his D. They're able to hold it in. Now Martinson has it back. Hands it off to Barcelona. Barcelona is on along the boards. Savage can't hold that in. We're back in the neutral zone. Now Duth has it. Gets it up to Barcelona. He's going to allow that to chip down deep, get a change. Martinson with some pressure while we get a bit of a change. Here comes Chisago the other way. Two Cats run into each other, but Chisago still dumps that deep. Locke sends it back up the boards. Thomas is there. He's got time and space. His pass just behind Abraham, but slips through, and Young's got it in the corner. Young's back to Karsnia. Chisago able to surround him and get that back. Young with a nice looking pass, though. Cats hold that in, though. Team effort. Now Karsnia has the puck. Shot off the side of the net. And that looks like Young is going to draw the penalty by being aggressive. And so now the Cats will get their first power play with 4:35 left in the service period. Looks like we're waking up a little bit, slowly.
Slowly but surely.
One of these refs looks like he just came in from a Grateful Dead cover band tour. All right. So I've got Umlin, Karsnia, Young. Umlin wins Gets it back to Thomas. Thomas to Young. Back to Player at the point. Player's shot goes wide. Umlin was looking for the tip. Held in by Thomas. He drops it back to Young at the point. Young's going to walk it in, get a shot. That one goes high over the net. But Cats still held control it. Back to Young at the point. And he puts it on net. Player almost able to chip that up in. Karzian with a pass to Umlin. Umlin looks. Centering pass to Thomas. Thomas backdoor able to one-time that in. That's pretty close to the way coaches draw that up. So power play goal for Thomas puts the Cats up 3-1 with 3:56 left in the first period. Abraham, Swanson, and Locke. Duth and Savage. Chisago sends it in deep. Duth is there first. Loses an edge. I think he was going to call a penalty and took it back correctly. No penalty. That was the right call. He just lost an edge. Duth up to Swanson. Chisago has it. I see a mouth guard loose in the middle of the rink. We'll see who picks up the pink mouth guard. Chisago dumps it deep. They get there first. Centering pass, but that's knocked away by Savage. Now Abraham. Up to Locke. Trying to get it out. Savage now has it. He's going to skate it through with the D. He's got some speed. He's going to get it in. He's going wide left. Behind the net. Hands it off to Swanson behind the net. Swanson, his D was covered pretty good, so he's going to skate that out. Back to Savage, who tries to put that in. Chisago is able to steal that. Sends it out to neutral ice. Player dumps that in deep, but Cats couldn't get back on side on time, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Umlin with the face-off. 2:34 left in the first period. He wins it back to Player or over to his deep partner Thomas. He's going to dump it in deep. And now Umlin's chase. Thomas able to hold that in for the point. He walks in. His shot deflected off a Chisago player. Umlin behind the net. Gets a centering pass. Martinson's shot. Save. Great pass by Umlin, though. Oliver needs to thank him for that opportunity. Here's Umlin with the face-off. Umlin wins the face-off to himself, gets a quick shot. Goalie's able to get a glove save on that. And we'll do it again. Barcelona couldn't get a stick on that one, but Thomas able to hold it in and dump it in deep. Chisago able to get it out. Get a rush here. Thomas holds the body. Puck harmlessly squirts into Stokes, who's able to gobble that up. Minute 42 left in the first period. Chisago wins that face-off. Their shot doesn't get all the way through. Umland's able to get that out. Oh, stretch pass to Barcelona. No, Barcelona centering pass. No one can quite get to the right spot, but I like the way they're thinking. Savage with a hard shot for the point. Glove save. So we'll get a face-off in the other end of the zone this time. Ibrahim, Karznia, Young. Puck loose in front of the net. Chisago's going to come out with it. They're able to get it into the Eagan zone. But Karznia is going to track that down. Reverse a pass to Savage. Savage can't get it out, though. Chisago along the boards. They get a shot or a pass behind the net. And they're going to wrap it back around again. Centering pass. Doesn't get through. Shot from the side off of Stokes' pads. Now Young. He's pushed against the boards. Chisago able to hold it in. 34 seconds left in the period. Oh, puck loose there just in front of Stokes, but Savage plays it up to Karznia. Karznia's pass is stolen. Chisago is able to hold that in. Duke makes a nice nifty reverse pass to Savage, and that's going to be offside on Chisago. 14.8 seconds left in the period. That was probably Chisago's best shift in terms of keeping it in our zone, but overall it's been an uphill battle for those guys. Here we go, 14 seconds left in the period. Chisago is able to control the faceoff. Centering pass. Doesn't get through traffic, though. Now player able to get it off to the side. And that's going to end the period. Quick shot on goal with 1 second left. Flies harmlessly through the crease. So, the end of the first period, Cats are up 3-1. It's a good time now to thank our sponsor for the first period. We're getting a call in from Toronto. It's a bar called the House of Aces in Des Moines, Iowa. I guess it's some kind of jazz dance club, I think. But apparently they serve the best Cobb salad in Iowa. So they're watching some Wildcat hockey. I'm a little skeptical of that name, though, House of Aces. But they like Wildcat hockey, whatever's going on there. All right, some coaching between periods. I think the more the boys digest their lunch, the faster they're going to be. So, looking forward to a good second period here. All right, so we'll start the second period here. Savage with the face-off. He's centering Swanson and Locke. And Thomas and Plager man in the blue line. Chisago controls that. Tries to dump it in deep, but still stuck along the boards there. Locke and Swanson tied up. Swanson gets it back to Thomas, who dumps that. Chisago has to go backwards. And their pass is stolen by Swanson. They get it back, though, and here comes Chisago. Pad shot, pad save by Stokes. Pretty easy save. Chisago with the point. Bothered by Swanson. They skated down into the corner behind. Tries to center from behind. Player there to knock it away. Still controlling the puck, though. Back to the point. That shot wide right. Now Savage behind the net. He's going to skate it up. He's got some space. And he gets it over to Swanson. Swanson gets it all the way deep behind the net. Back to Thomas. His shot goes high over the net. Player's going to go in to pinch. Whistle here. Eagan's going to go on the power play with 12:42 left in the second period. I've got Umland, Karsnia, Duth, Thomas, and Shoop on the power play. Umland's going to take the face off. In deep, Duth fighting along the boards. Now Umland comes in from the side. And back to Shoop at the point. He's going to walk in. His hard shot. Rebound back behind the boards. Now Umland. Umland with a centering pass. Nope, Umland skates it out. Back to Shoop. Shoop able to hold it in. Now Umland has it. He's going to skate in, looking. His shot off the side of the net. Duth gets there first. Back to Umland behind the net. Umland tries to get a backhand around the goalie, but he's able to save it. Duth still has it, though. Back to Shoop at the point. Shoop dumps it back into the corner. Now Duth and Umland. 30 seconds left of the power play. Duth back to Shoop at the point. Shoop back to Duth. Duth with the shot. Low off the pads. Umland backhand shot off the pads. Umland sees Thomas coming up the middle. Able to feed him. Thomas gets it off the top of the goalie and over his head. Power play goal for the Cats. Up 4-1. All right, face off. Abraham's going to take that. He's got Martinson to his left, Barcelona to his right. Martinson behind the net. Oh, centering pass. Really nice pass. No one can get their stick on it. Chisago is going to... Defended by Shoop. That shot goes wide. Now Abraham comes up with it. He's going to skate it through... Oh, poked away at the last second there. Shoop able to pop that up to Martinson. Martinson's going to get that in deep. Back to Duth. Duth shot. That shot was Shoop's shot was deflected off a stick. Savage is going to take this face off. He's got Swanson and Locke, Plager and Thomas. Puck controlled by Chisago. Held in, though, by Thomas for the moment. And Chisago's going to chip that out. Player goes back to get it. His pass up to Savage. Savage kind of hands it off to Chisago there. Collision, who's he going to call? I guess he's going to call the defenseman for that. So Plager's going to go in the box. So the Cats are going to go on penalty kill. 10:22 left in the second period. And your penalty kill crew is going to be Savage, Swanson, Shoop, and Thomas. Oh, Chisago kind of coughs that up. Savage is able to get that out. He's been able to get that deep. Behind the net. Thomas, shot from the point. Rebound. Savage couldn't do much with that, but he did get it right on the goalie. So we will have a few new skaters here for the penalty kill. Still 1:07 left. Young and Karsnia will take the forward position. Shoup and Thomas manning the blue line. Face-off in Chisago zone. They win the face-off. Held in, though, by Thomas. But Chisago gets it back, and here they come. Knocked away twice by Shoup, but Chisago's still there. They got a shot that goes harmlessly wide. Race to the puck. Shoup gets it up to Young. Young's going to dump that deep. Shoup chases that. Now Chisago. Their pass gets a little loose. So Duth's able to get that. Offside. 26 seconds left in the penalty kill. Ibrahim, Barcelona, Shoup, and Duth. Ibrahim with the face-off. Chisago able to control it in the neutral zone. Barcelona able to knock away that. Ibrahim's able to carry it in. 14 seconds left. Drop pass to Barcelona. Chisago, though, throws back the other way. Knocked away nicely by Shoup. 3 seconds left on the Chisago power play. And they can't get it in the zone. Barcelona is able to get it in deep. And that was a good kill by the Cats. Shoup with a pass up to Barcelona. Stoppage of play. All right, Cats up 4-1 with 8:34 left in the first period. Savage is going to take the face-off with Locke and Swanson. He wins it back to Plager. Plager throws it down deep. Cats are going to chase. Pressure by Savage. And he controls the puck for a moment. Now he has it. Look at, he saw Plager through there, but so did Chisago. They were able to knock that pass away. So Thomas has to come back. Locke gets it up to Swanson, though. Good back check by Chisago, though. Eat that up. They're going to get called for a penalty. If I were Chisago, I wouldn't be too happy about that call.
No.
I think he just really lifted his stick effectively.
Well, he kept badgering. Maybe he would have gotten away with it with one.
Maybe.
It was 3 or 4.
Oh, wait, they're calling it on us? I'd have to go back to the tape to find out what that was. I mean, when you get called by the Grateful Dead guy, you're like, I don't know, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Just hope he shares.
So, Cats back on the penalty kill. Swanson in the box this time. Savage sends it around. Chisago able to hold it in. Locke, though, is putting up a good fight there. Gets it out. Hands it to Savage. Chisago is going to have to regroup deep inside their own zone. They get a pass through the middle, though. But that shot goes harmlessly off the side of Stokes. Centering pass. Back to the point. D-to-D pass. Locke bothering. That's a shot from the point. Pretty clear path, though, for Stokes to see that coming in, and he gobbled it up. 45 seconds left on the cat penalty kill. Umland, Karsnia, Thomas, and Plager. Chisago can't hold that in, so it's going to be a race for the puck. Umland chasing with good pressure. Chisago pass gets it by everyone. That's going to be icing, I think. No, called off. Plager and Chisago chasing. Chisago holds it in. That pass gets through to the center, but Karzia there grabs it out from in front of the goalie. He's able to get it up to Umland. Umland still fighting along the boards. He's going to dump it in deep. 4 seconds left on the penalty kill. Karzia with good work there. Holds it in. Cat's back at full strength. Held in by Barcinello. Flipped up by Chisago. Held in by Umland. Martinson with a point pass. And another penalty. Barcinella. And we go back on the penalty kill.
I think there's no fair play points.
Yeah, no fair play points at Risker. I didn't see it. I was watching someone else.
It was much more like Nixon had a stick out and the guy just kind of ran over it.
Ah. All right, face off in the Eagan zone, so we'll have to kill another minute 30 penalty. Chisago with the point. Into the corner. Skate behind the net. Back to the point. Shot. That bouncing puck bounced right over Stokes' glove. So a power play goal for Chisago narrows the gap to a 2-goal game. Cats 4, Chisago 2. Cats back to full strength with 5:50 left in the second period. Savage with the face-off. Wins that back to Shoop. Shoop sends that along the boards. Now Swanson. Back to Duth. Up to Savage. Savage with a shot. Lots of rebound opportunities on this. Oh, Locke just put that one right over the net. Good opportunity there for Locke. Rebounds are there if you guys can get there. Shoot with a good move, able to get it for himself. His shot deflected. Now Savage. Now Shoop going into there for running into the goalie.
I didn't see that one.
No, it was off the puck, so I didn't see it either. But the tape is there. So we're pretty much playing the second period 4-on-5. Player is going to get that out. Oh, that should be interference. Finally it is. So that's going to be a call on Chisago. Savage was just about getting himself a handy-dandy little breakaway, but they held him up, and the refs got the right call there. So it'll be 4-on-4 for a minute 14, and then the Cats will have about a 16-second power play. Umland with the face-off. Wins it back to Thomas. Thomas sends it in deep. Umland back to Thomas at the point. Over to Duth. Tries to get it to Umland in the middle, but that one slips all the way through. Chisago playing it behind the net. Chips it up and out. And now Thomas. Chisago's going to win that race behind the putt. They're centering pass off the side of the net, allowing Grayson to come up fast to the side. And, I mean, he didn't get him hard, but he's going to get the call for getting pushed in the behind while having the puck. So the Cats have a delayed penalty right now. That's Duth at the point. He sends it in deep. Young back. Pull the goalie for a moment, but Chisago able to get a stoppage and play. All right, so Cats 4-on-3 for about 17 seconds. Karzia. Player shot deflected off a defenseman. Now Thomas to Abraham behind the net. Abraham tries to wrap it in. And slipped through the goalie's 5-hole for a Wildcat goal. So puts the Cats up 5-2 rather. Wildcat penalty is over. So I think we might see now 5-on-4 hockey for a period of time. So the Cats on the power play. Abraham with the face-off, Barcinella, Martinson, and then Duth and Shoop. Chisago sends it in deep. Backhand shot goes high over the net. Now Duth has it. Sends it over to his deep partner, Shoop. Shoop sends it back to Duth. Duth's got a lot of space to look and fake. He sends it up to Martinson, but that is stolen by Chicago. Shoop does a good job of knocking that away, getting it back for the Cats. Now Abraham coming. We are on the power play. Coaches want him set up, but we hand it off. Now Barcelona behind the net. And we've got another penalty. Tripping. Abraham's going into the box.
The ref's arm is going to be tired.
Yeah, the refs are getting a lot of shoulder exercise, lifting their hands so much in this game.
To be fair, it's been both ways.
Here comes Savage. Can't get through the split the D. Chisago 4-on-4. They're coming. Savage fights to get it out of the zone. He's going to flip it up in deep. No icing. Now Chisago's going to be on the power play, but Umland steals the pass in their zone. Shot. Karzia backhand into the goalie. No goal. Good pressure there by the Cats. 40 seconds left in their penalty kill. Umland with the face-off. Chisago whiffs, and Umland takes advantage of that. So he's got it. Pass back to Plager at the point. Plager's going to dump that deep into the corner. Umland gets there first. Centering pass to Karzia. And then a shot by Thomas. $20 more seconds on the Eagan penalty kill. Barcelona takes that face off, wins it. Young behind the net. Centering pass. Shoot with a hard shot. It's deflected off the point. Young with another pass back to middle. Shoot's shot, I think, deflected by Barcelona. Friendly fire. A lot of shots for the penalty kill team, though. Barcelona is able to dump that down deep. Cats on full strength. Centering pass. Shoot puts that back on net. Rebound. That's going to be icing by the skin of my teeth. So that'll come back into the Chisago zone. Minute 9 left in the second period. 5-on-5 hockey. Let's see if we can do that for the rest of the period. Cats up 5-2. Abraham's going to take the face off. Martinson, Barcelona. He wins it back to Duke. Duke's going to dump that in the corner. To Barcelona behind the net. Barcelona's pass is deflected. Held in by Shoop, though. Now Shoop has the puck. This shot. And one of the Chisago players came in a little too late on that scrum in front of the net, so the Cats going to be on a power play.
They might play the rest of the period at 5-on-5, but ended in a good way.
Yeah. So Chisago wins the face-off. Cats have a power play for the rest of the 40 seconds of the period. Back to Shoop. Shoop's shot. Deflected. Chisago coming the other way. 40 seconds left. That's going to be icing. So we'll have a face-off in the Chisago zone. 5-on-4 hockey. 35 seconds left in the period. Savage is going to take the face-off. Locke, Swanson, Duth, and Shoop. Chisago controls that. They're going to wrap that around. And they're going to get that out. 25 seconds left. Duke's going to have to chase. He gets that up to Locke. Oh, Locke can't connect with Swanson. Still has it in the neutral zone. Now Judah's going to skate that in. And he's going to dump it in deep. 12 seconds left. See if we can get a shot here. Swanson behind the net. His hard shot off the goalie. 3 seconds left. No shot. So we'll end the second period with the Cats up 5-2. And we'll begin the third period with 37 seconds of power play. Want to thank our fans from around the world, all the fan clubs dialing in. Checking the online visitors here. We've got a couple thousand people logged in from various parts of the world. Certainly a heavy concentration here in Minnesota, but it looks like I've got people from Las Vegas, LA, Detroit, London. It's getting a little late over there. I bet they've got a pint or two. Mexico City. Got a lot of fans in Mexico, you know. I think, you know, little cerveza and some Wildcat hockey on the sports bars down there. Sounds pretty good.
It's a little warmer down there.
Yeah. These Wildcats have fans all over. It's catching on. Adrian Miller with the win earlier today. Enthusiastically pumping up his team over there during the during the little break. It's always fun watching the goalies trying to jump over the wall to get back in. All right, Cats on the power play here to start the third. Umlin, Karsnia, Young, Thomas, and Plager. Puck dropped before the Grateful Dead guy was ready, so we'll do it again.
I should introduce the boys to the Grateful Dead up there. What do you think?
Yeah. Touch of Gray.
Yeah.
Little Uncle John's Cabin.
Yeah.
And here we go to start the third. Karsnia able to control that. Over to Thomas. Thomas is going to come up the left side. He's going to skate it in. Drops it to Young. Young's got some space. He's going to walk it right in. Man, that poor kid got so unlucky. He lightly tripped Grayson, and they're going to call it. So delayed penalty. Cats have 6 skaters. Let's see if we can control the puck and get a shot before the delayed penalty. The challenge here is to get across the blue line with control. Thomas is going to skate it in. Offside. Refs are thinking about something here.
They had the clock set for run time for the period. People are yelling at him to stop. Just a scrimmage.
Anyway, we're about to have a Cats power play. Umland, Duth, Karsnia, Thomas, Shoop. See the refs. Three-minute penalty? I don't know. Shoop's able to hold that in. He's going to skate it in. Controlling the puck. Gets it over to Thomas. Thomas down to Umlin. Umlin back to Thomas. Thomas' shot deflected. Shoop's going to track that down. He backs that to Duth and Umlin. Now Karsnia behind the net. Over to Umlin. Umlin back to Karsnia. Karsnia is passed to Umlin. Almost gets out of there. Shoop able to hold it in. Over to Umlin. To Thomas coming up the side. His shot didn't get as much on as he wanted. That goes wide left. And here come the Cats again. Thomas is going to dump it deep. Duth behind the net. Gets it back to Savage. Back to Thomas. He's going to send it down deep. And Karsnia comes out with it. His shot is passed to Thomas. Ends up in a goal. So Cats are up 6-2.
It's run time, Riblet. You're okay. And your score is completely off in the broadcast.
We're on run time, not because of goal differential, but just ice time. We're running out of ice time. So they called a 3-minute on the last one, so the Cats are still on the power play here for another minute 25, even though they scored. One back to Plager. Plager over to his D partner, Young, at the moment. Young tries to get it up to Swanson. Can't keep it on his stick. Savage is going to skate it back in, though. Shot on net. Save. Now Savage behind that. Nice pass to Young. Oh, block. And Locke buried it. So that should get us back to even strength. Cats are up 7-2. Chisago with a shot on Stokes. He gobbles that up. Savage with the face-off. Chisago controls that. Shot to the point. Deflected by their own player. Backhand. Doesn't go anywhere. Now Locke and Savage along the board. Savage comes out with it. Cross-ice pass to Plager. Plager tries to get it to Umlin, but Chisago knocked that away. Now Savage's turn to do the same. Chisago with a bad pass, intercepted by Locke. Now Savage. Savage is going to get it in. There's a hard shot wide. Held in by Umlin, though. And here comes Chisago the other way. That one was held in by Locke. Or no, that was a player. So Cats still have it. Now Savage over to Umlin. Oh, tries to feed Shoop, but gets it just a little wide. So Shoop's going to regroup. Shoop gets it up to Martinson, who's got a lot of space. He's going to carry it in. And he gets a shot from 40, 50 feet away that finds the upper deck. So Shoop to Martinson on that one. Abraham with the face-off. That puck goes deep to the Cats. Shoop is going to get there first. He gets it up the boards. Chisago able to hold that in. But down back behind the net to Shoop. He looks. His pass gets all the way through outside. So now Abraham's going to chase. Held in by the Cats for the moment. Chisago's going to send it into their bench. So we'll get a stoppage in play and a face-off. 8:15 left, running clock in the third period. Karsnia, Young, Barcelona, Shoop, and Duke. Chisago controlling it for the moment, and they're going to come out with it. Knocked away nicely by Shoop. Results in an offside, but nice stop to the rush. So we'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone. Karsny with the face-off. Face-off controlled. Shoop passes up to Barcelona. Barcelona is able to get it in deep. Tries to skin it. Sitting pass to Karsnia. Karsnia drops it. Shoop gets it back. Up to Karsnia. An offside. And center ice. Let's see who's going to come out with it. Chisago controls it. And their bad pass is stolen by Umlin, who's able to get it in deep. Control behind the net. He drops it back to Savage. Savage back to the point, back to Plager. Plager's got a little space. He's going to take a shot. Doesn't get through traffic, though. Chisago behind the net. Knocked away by Umlin. Now Chisago coming back the other way. Umlin again has the puck. His shot slips past the goalie. It's Cats up 9-2. .5:45 left running clock. Savage at the face-off. Puck is sent deep. Shoop gets there first. Chisago pinned it along the boards. They hold it in. Back to the point. Not held in. They have to regroup. Pressured by Locke. Now Locke has it. Now Umlin. Over to Savage. Hands it over to Duth. Duth to Locke. Locke one time in the corner. Finds the back of the net there. It's the Cats up 10-2 with just under 5 minutes running clock. Nice shot there by Locke. Offside, we'll add another face-off. Abraham will take this. He's got Martinson and Swanson, and Plager and Thomas defending. Chisago able to get it in, but it's crowded. The player is going to pop that out. Ooh, Martinson almost got there first. Now Swanson. He's going to send it up along the boards. That's going to get in on net. Chisago with a long stretch pass to no one, so that'll be icing, and that'll put it back in the Chisago zone. Young's going to take this face off. Barcinello back behind the boards. Chisago trying to get it out. Nixon fighting there. Now Young. Now Nixon. Chisago comes out with it though. Duth steals it away, dumps it in deep. Penalty on Chisago, but I don't know what for.
I saw checking.
Thank you. .240 left in the game, running clock. Cats on the power play. Another 3-minute penalty. So Cats might be on the power play for the rest of the game. Barcinella back to Plager. Back to Barcinella. Good D along the board by Chisago, but Barcinella, he's still pinned along the boards. Young, Barcinella finally gets out to Karzia, but now Chisago is going to come through. That shot goes off a player's chest. Young behind the boards. Goes for the home run pass. Doesn't get through, though. Here comes Chisago the other way. Now Thomas up to Barcinella. Barcinella to Young. Young gets through traffic. He gets taken down from behind. No call. Karzia and Young behind the net. Young able to wrap that around. Minute 15 running clock. Cats up 11-2. Still on the power play. Savage, Locke, and Umlin. Duth and Shoop. Locke's going to control that. He's going to get that up to Savage. Savage over to Umlin. Umlin over to Shoop. His shot wide. Umlin able to hold that down to Savage. Puck loose in front of the net. Back to Umlin. Back to Duth. Oh, Duth loses control of that. Now Umlin, 24 seconds left. Umlin's going to skate it in. Over to Savage. Savage surveys behind the net. Over to Thomas. To Savage. Savage swings and a miss. And that's going to be the end of the game. All right, Cats with 2 wins today. Good day for the Cats here. They go get their goalie, and we will see you tomorrow for a game against Northfield. Yep. Signing off.
Thank you. Why don't you go warm up the car now?
What?